This is one question, two analysts, 3 minutes. Our topic today, who are the off-the-radar players currently at Notre Dame who will emerge this fall?
And off the radar for people that cover them every day is probably a little different because we literally try to think of topics like this all the time. And so it eliminates a lot of the rising four stars that are redshirt freshmen and stuff. So going really off the radar defensively for me, I think a guy that won't start barring injury, but will play a lot because he's worked his way into this role is Justin Eola. Like Jason is not off the radar to us. Justin now is finally going from, hey, you know what? He makes some plays in those 19 snaps he gets as a redshirt freshman, or those 35 snaps he gets as a sophomore. Now he's going to be playing 250 minimum, 300 snaps, backing up Ade Ogundeji on the strong side. Just from watching him make plays in limited sample size, I think he is a guy that will all of a sudden emerge, not to the senior year Jameer Jones was, a breakout player, but I just think that he will be a key cog in Elston's defensive line.
I agree with that, and I think the key move is that he's moved from the Viper, the weak side, to the strong side. I always thought that was his best position, and I think it's a good tandem with Ogundeji. I would also throw in, I actually at the top of my list, I would throw in DJ Brown, the safety. I know there's a lot of talk about Houston Griffith and Isaiah Pryor battling for the spot opposite Kyle Hamilton, but remember the one practice that we had this spring to see, DJ Brown was very, very good. So was Houston Griffith, to be fair. But we've heard a lot of positive feedback about DJ Brown, what an intelligent player he is, how he knows where to be when he needs to be there, which is hugely significant for a safety because you have a lot of ground to cover back there. And if you are moving in the right direction before it happens, I think you have a chance to be a starter or at least a third contributor at safety with Kyle Hamilton.
And maybe with his corner experience. I know Houston Griffith played corner too, but DJ Brown was recruited as a corner and moved to safety. You maybe hope he can lend some coverage to the back end. Griffith was forced to play corner. He is a natural safety. But yeah, nothing should be promised to any of those three guys. So that is a real off the radar one that, but we hear good things about him. Too bad we've only seen one practice in the last 8 months.
Who do you like offensively, Tim?
Is he off the radar enough because he's a fifth-year player? But this whole wide receiver core is wide open for a third starter or a third contributor. Can't JayVaughn McKinley make some plays for this team as a fifth-year player? I know he's not the most appealing choice. He was last year because people didn't know him, so they just thought he'd be great. But now that they've seen him, those warts come out on the players, of course, when they're fifth-year seniors. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I know he made his plays against bad teams, but he just looked like he could make plays finally in a football game. And he scored 5 touchdowns last year. And they weren't giant impact touchdowns. And one was at Michigan when the game was over. And some were just highlight reels against worst athletes. But there is a role for more than Lindsey and Kevin Austin. And I don't think it's going to go to one guy. I don't mean JayVaughn McKinley because he's probably Austin's position. I just think when you're searching for something in an offense, I think JayVaughn McKinley, after his 5th year, can provide it. Otherwise, I think he would have left.
Yeah, I don't know where he plays, though, because of the W position, Austin and Ben Skoranek. I mean, Ben Skoranek's there to play. He's not here to sit out. So I don't know exactly how he fits in, whether he plays the X with Lindsey. But I did want to throw in one more name on the defensive side, Ovie Oghoufo. We talk about Isaiah Foskey, and certainly they love what Isaiah Foskey can do. But we've also seen Oghoufo and what an athlete he is on special teams. And as a pass rusher, I think there's a spot for him as one of those guys that off-the-radar guys that emerges for Notre Dame. Thanks for joining us today. You've been listening to One Question, Two Analysts, and 3 Minutes.